Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Behind the Curve. I'm your host, Myth Wizard. Tonight we are diving back into Subnautica. Last time we spent most of the stream looking for blueprints, specifically the reinforced dive suit, because we need it to make our way to the thermal plant. We checked out the absolute unit that is the Neptune launch platform and took a look at some of the pieces that we needed for the rocket we're building. So tonight we are going to hopefully make our way to the thermal plant. I need to find the volcanic area that it lives in. And then we will start building the rocket, I think, unless the PDAs in the thermal plant tell me otherwise. So without further ado, hey Pixel, welcome! Glad to have you on board. How was your Monday? The longest Monday ever, but we're pushing through as best we can. Sorry to hear that. At least it's over. On to the enjoyable part of the night. The thick loading screen, huh? Yeah, it sure is thick. We got a lot going on in our world now, so it's got to load a lot. Most of it's the Cyclops. Speaking of the Cyclops, Marlon was messaging me in between streams. He was like, dude, I'm so dumb. The Cyclops in Barotrauma is a reference to the Cyclops in Subnautica. And I had no idea. And there's a little shuttle you can take from the Cyclops called the Seamoth. It's just a reference to Subnautica. I'm so dumb. So I had never thought anything of it until he mentioned it to me. Containers. Need to charge these 2 batteries. Equip those. Take the water. We'll drink one of them. I don't know if y'all can hear Cora downstairs. We were trying to crate train her earlier, and she bit through the pad we have. Thought you were gonna say it was a reference to the Odyssey. No. She bit through the pad in the cushion in the bottom of the crate and was tearing the stuffing out of it. And I mean, like, this happened minutes before the stream started. I walked out of the bedroom and she was sitting there just covered in foam. Like it was hanging out of her mouth and she looked feral. She was just sitting there, wide-eyed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Didn't come aboard. Okay.
Captain, all systems online.
So we need Engines are offline. We're at 63% power. So I need to come out here and take the drained power cells. You're not a fan of the Cyclops' voice? I think it's fun. Take out the drained power cells, so we should be at 50% power now. I need to go build. Oh, you know what? Is it a bad idea to build a power cell charger on the Cyclops to charge the Cyclops' power cells? That's probably not going to work very well. Probably grab some more batteries, though. The power cell. A picture frame. No, I need the power cell charger. Advanced wiring kit, 2 rubies and 2 titanium. I have the rubies and titanium. 2. 1, 2. The wiring kit needs gold, like a table coral. The advanced wiring kit needs 2 gold, a computer chip, and a wiring kit. Computer chip is, so I need 3 gold, 3 gold. I need to go find a copper and 2 silver. And then some table coral. I sent my mom a picture of Cora covered in the foam and the torn up bed, and my mom said, when you're fed up with her, you can send her to live with me. Limestone. Limestone is where copper is. I just need 2 to build a copper wire. Dang it. One of the ways that I have been trying to prepare for the streams a little bit better is by keeping notes of things that I could talk about. And I realized probably yesterday that I was very unprepared for today. And I started just frantically writing notes, as many as I could. And even right up to the stream, I was like, oh, there's like 4 other things that I could talk about, and I'll forget them if I don't write them down. So I had to very quickly write stuff down. But there's a bunch of like random things, like the phone provider that my family uses is Verizon, and Verizon has an app manager built into their phones now, I guess. And I got a notification from the Verizon app manager the other day that was a coupon for Popeyes, and it's the only notification I've ever got from them. So I was very confused about that, because I can't say I've ever expressed any interest in Popeyes or Or any, well, I won't say any fast food, but okay, need the table coral and sandstone starts spawning. What the heck is an app manager? I don't know. It's called Verizon App Manager. I don't know what it does. I know. I think my phone has like a game launcher, which is just an application that houses shortcuts for the other applications I've installed on my phone. It would be kind of like buying a bunch of DRM free games and then linking them all through the Steam library so that you can launch just the Steam library and everything's right there. It's the same idea, but on my phone where there's already an app dock. By the way, Grummel, how's the PS5 doing? Any better than PS4? Just diving in and out. The controller is nice, and the tech demo that it came with is fun. Pick up Spider-Man. Other than that, I wouldn't know. I don't have a 4K 120 hertz TV or any PS5 games yet. Oh no. Games are going up to 70, aren't they? I'm just waiting for sandstone to spawn right now. For anybody wondering. But it looks like I'm gonna have to go looking for it. My brother might hook me up with Miles Morales, so I'm waiting on that one. Alrighty. Let me know how that one is. I haven't finished the City That Never Sleeps, the DLC for the first Spider-Man. I think I just started Silver Sable. And man, oh man, was... I can make the computer chip? Man, what's his face? I can't even remember the villain from the second DLC. Can't remember his name. The guy with the iron plate in his forehead. I'm sure you're gonna make fun of me for not remembering, but... And I'll probably make fun of me for not remembering. Why do I have 2 thermal blades? That doesn't sound right. 3, 4, 5. Need silver now. Come on. Played Spider-Man PS4 so many times, read the comics I can't remember off the top of my head. Ooh, okay, well, we'll look that up while we're waiting. City... Never Sleeps DLC. Hammerhead. His name is Hammerhead. Alright, it looks like we might have to swim out somewhere for the sandstone to start spawning, which means we need to come out here to Kelp Forest. It spawns out here. What the heck? What are all those sounds? Heard some reef backs. Can we get silver off a reef back? We can, right? We should be able to. You really should have named him Fivehead. That reef back had nothing on it. Are these broken or are these just not the right reef backs? My beacon should be around here, right? Somewhere. I turned it off. What about as far as Twitch goes? Is it running any better than the PlayStation 4? Ah, sandstone chunks. This? Dope. That's good to hear. Couple of sandstone chunks over here. I just need 2 silver, and then we can build the battery cell charger. Haven't seen much crunchy compression yet. Okay, that was 1 silver. I have been watching, sort of, watching the bitrate on OBS, and it's dropped a couple times actually, which is kind of strange. My internet is usually pretty solid. I don't know what's going on there. But it hasn't cut off yet, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. There might be some stuttering, but it won't be like last time where the stream just stopped for 3 minutes or whatever. Okay. Wiring kit. Advanced wiring kit. Awesome. Let's go turn off the scanner because it eats power. Might need to put some more stuff in the bioreactor. I might need to build another bioreactor, or if I can get a thermal plant. What do I need for these things? The nuclear reactor, bioreactor, a thermal plant, 5 titanium, 2 magnetite, and an aerogel. That might be useful. We could probably build that. But for now, we need power cell charger. Go right here. Put 2 partial charged power cells in there. Still downstairs, losing her mind. She has been chewing through everything. She chewed through that pad in the crate, which I already talked about. She has chewed through part of the shower liner. And she's chewed up the shower curtain as well. We keep our trash can, our bathroom trash can, in the shower with the shower curtain in front of it in our master bathroom. Because if we don't, she'll go digging through the trash for tissues and toilet paper and whatever else just to shred them. It's been something. It's tough. I left her out today though. And I let her run around downstairs and she was fine. So I don't know what to make of that. Gonna put a thermal plant on top of... I think this should work. Does not seem to be too warm. It may not work very well.
Life pod 2 coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Life pod 2.
Location uploaded to PDA.
I've been to Life pod 2. Put that over one of the heat vents. Yeah, I probably do, but I don't think it's gonna work very well for my current base, so I might just get rid of it.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, let me go ahead and save. It looks like we are going towards Reaper territory. I still haven't fired a torpedo yet. Hey Grummel, could you look up if Reapers regenerate health? Like, could I just work them down over time? Fire a couple of torpedoes at them anytime I see them, and then eventually they'll die? If that's the case, I should have been firing torpedoes at them the whole time. I swear I've found this pod before. It's down here in the blood kelp. Or have I not found it? Have I found this before? I must have, right? Is there a data box somewhere on the floor? Oh man. That was actually slightly terrifying. Yeah, I must have found this place before already.
Vital signs stabilizing.
He doesn't say anything about health regeneration. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Well, I used a torpedo. That was kind of cool. Grab this. Wiki doesn't say anything about health regeneration. Is that a time capsule? Heck yeah, man. Time capsules, he was right. Never have too much uranium. Let me get out of here.
Torpedo systems disengaged.
Did I kill it? I don't think I killed it. Okay. Whoops. All right, well, I don't know if I want to try God.
Stabilizing.
Hey, fast enough. Eating some tacos so you can't type. That's alright. Tacos sound good. Hope your day was well. Went well. There we go. I'd assume they don't regen, but maybe the saves don't keep track of health on each Reaper. Interesting thought. There are a finite number of them. An interesting question. Fast enough, do you know if the Reapers regenerate health? Excuse me. I'm not ready to fight one yet, but I'm just wondering, can I, like... Can I whittle away at its health over time? And yes, I know you just said. That you don't know. Good question. Okay. Let's say, I know you just said you couldn't type because you were eating. My little brother got me a good deal on Pokemon Sword and Pikmin 3. So I've been playing Pokemon Sword, and man, I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. There is a Pikmin 3. It was on the Wii U. And the Wii U didn't do well. And so it got ported to the Switch. And I'm so pumped. I played the demo.
All systems online.
So there it is. How do I like Hop so far? Hop? More like Stop. I think I have been keeping up on the memes. And someone counted, and Hop stops you like 18 times in the first half hour of the game. But his character has been much more dimensional than I expected. His fight with Beatty, where he lost. Already? His fight with Beatty, where he lost, and then was like, I need to reinvent myself. I don't want people dragging my brother's name through the mud because I'm bad. Alright, engine's off. Oh, right, I came in here to... plug in the power cells again. I will admit, I just had that fight where he changes his entire roster, and I didn't notice it until much later that he took Wooloo off the team, and I was kind of upset by that, actually. That made me a little sad. Did something just push me over? He'll use Wooloo again. Yeah, I figured he would. I figured it wasn't forever. It was just a little bit sad. Because he was like, oh yeah, me and Wooloo are gonna go all the way together. And then all of a sudden Wooloo wasn't there anymore. Don't remember which fights. It made me sad too. It kind of sucked, really. Just... he seemed so broken, and the fact that he was so broken, he was like, I have to put my starter away. Because he's not pulling his weight. Essentially what he did. Will I ever get a recipe to make nutrient blocks? I need to go find the volcanic area that the thermal plant might live in.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Probably check. Let me see if I can find a map. A good map. Subnautica. They're terrible maps. I remember Pthags was trying to help navigate once, and the map was just awful. The Cragfield, underwater islands, dunes, bulb zone, mountains. I bet it's the Cragfield. The red tornado sounding voice is growing on me. Good old red tornado. KP and I have been watching. We actually just finished the episode where they get Red Tornado back. But it's fun looking at... I really enjoy voice actors a lot. And it's fun looking at, you know, who plays who. Stuck on something. Red Tornado is voiced by Jeff Bennett. Who played Once Upon a Time Johnny Bravo, which might be one of my favorite my favorite images. There we go. One of my favorite images in that show is just the den mother, as they've taken to calling him, is Johnny Bravo. He also plays a couple of other characters. I don't remember who, but Red Tornado is the big one. But I know Crispin Freeman plays a lot of characters. I can't remember who else in there. Carrie Payton plays a lot of characters. He plays Cyborg in Teen Titans, but then doesn't play Cyborg in Young Justice. Spoiler alert, Cyborg is in Young Justice Season 3. think I need to go down now. You just started season 3? Ooh, it's intense. It gets better. I feel like the start of season 3 is a little rocky. I was like, what the heck am I doing here? I'm in Sparse Reef. Means I need to go that way a little bit. Which episode are you on? Like just started as in you're on episode 2 or something? I heard Victor Stone on one of the radios in the background. I was like, hey, I know that dummy. Yeah, uh-huh. I heard Victor Stone and I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? We just watched the episode where they quote-unquote kidnap Zatanna. And Black Canary's vouching for the kids. Zatara's like upset that they're hanging out with Zatanna, or Zatanna's going with them. And Black Canary goes, "Oh, they're good kids, Giovanni. They'll be fine." And then they find out that they've gone on a rescue mission for Red Tornado. Save. Black Canary and Zatara find out they've gone on a rescue mission. Zatara just, they're good kids, Giovanni. They won't get in trouble. Season 3, episode 8. I finished season 3, I think I watched like 9 episodes one night and like 10 episodes the next night. I finished it in less than a week, and I can't wait for, ooh, that is a ghost. Cannot wait for season 4. Ooh, that is a big rock. Oh, the sun is coming up. How did I end up going north again? Justice League Zaddy cut? No. I saw that it's on HBO Max, but I have no desire to watch it. I don't need a Cyclops engine fragment. I'm already piloting a Cyclops. Whoops. You'd think I forgot how to play. Oh, now I'm in the crag field. Cool. What am I searching for? The thermal plant. I thought... So it says it's somewhere with a rich volcanic presence, and I thought the crag field might be the place that I was looking for, but it does not appear that it is. Looks like I was wrong. Now I have to go back to the drawing board. And let me see. There's the dunes. Only thing in the crags is death. Noted. Going up. Maybe the crash zone? The other thing I could think of. Dunes? Is that? Built a base there anyway. I mean, you gotta do it just to say you've done it, right? I don't know if I will. I might move on before I get to that point, but I don't know where. I have no idea where the volcanic activity might be. Crash zone? Somewhere here? Thoughts, anybody? Where might we find some volcanic activity? But I've been to the Lost River. I have. I was there last time. Last time we streamed, when we were looking for blueprints and looking for, um, I don't even remember. Hey, KP. What's going on? Yeah, I went to the Lost River. What were we looking for? We had to get the reinforced dive suit. Recap, I'm lost. I've done basically nothing so far. I'm looking for somewhere with thermal activity that, or somewhere with volcanic activity that might have the thermal plant built on top of it. That was my plan for this stream. I think I might be better off building the rocket, but well, now that KP's here, do I have the reinforced suit? Yes, I do. I think I'm wearing it. Yeah, I'm wearing it. Now that KP's here, I think I want to say I've been mostly vegetarian for the better part of the last 6 months. And over this past weekend, KP said, all right, I'll try it. Do I have a couple good air tanks? I have the big tank, and I have a high capacity tank, which is 90 seconds. So I've got 270 seconds of oxygen. Welcome, Chaos. Good to see you. Zooming in to call out the nerds. You say as if you weren't a nerd yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. Yeah, fast enough. I don't have two super big air tanks, but I have enough, I think. Thermal plant is way down deep. Yeah, I know. It's 1,200 meters down. So I won't be able to get out in the sea moth. Detective Myth. Working on it. Should I go build another? I recommend upgrading the other tank. That's what I was about to ask. Alright, what do I need for that one? Ah! Thought I was up high enough. It's still after me?
Warning, external hard drive detected.
Alright, so I don't know what I need for the ultra high capacity tank. Because I'm too busy repairing the Cyclops instead of checking. Alright. I'll just check it when I get back. Consume all the Reggies, also gonna nerd out and damage the entire exosystem. How did you guys decide on going vegetarian? KP mentioned it to me, actually I think it was about 6 months ago. She just offhand was like, hey, we should try being vegetarian. I was like, well, I already don't eat a lot of meat. I'm allergic to red meat, so, or specifically to beef. Like, yeah, I'll try it. I've got no reason not to. And so that's why I have been doing, at least mostly. There we go. And so I've been doing that for the most part, for the better part of 6 months. I've still been eating like chicken and fish, and I don't know if I might do something more like pescatarian, just because I like fish. According to medieval books, a beaver is a fish. I buy it. Yeah, KP was doing the vegetarian thing for health reasons. Okay, modification station. Or lithium. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Do I even have 4? The reason for beavers being fish was that so they could eat them on Lent. That makes sense. That makes sense. I actually... Beacon manager... Beacon 3, I think, was the... North. Yes. Yes, I actually was looking it up the other day. I was looking specifically that up the other day. The whole not eating meat on Lent, or during Lent, which was kind of interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. And there's some theories as to why fish is not included. Did I lose my sea moth? No, it's been stored in the Cyclops. I've been bringing it with me. But I was reading one of the theories as to why poultry and meat are quote unquote forbidden on during Lent is because, you know, in the Mediterranean, fish and fishing and the sea are kind of just life. and stuff like poultry and mammal meat and red meat were like a delicacy. It was something you didn't get to eat very often because I guess they were harder to come by out in the Mediterranean. And so it was foregoing delicacies for the sake of repentance. Ignore that, stay hydrated. Welcome, Defog and Huff. The beer is actually one my dad and I brewed. From Northern Brewer was the name, is the place where we got the kit. This one's actually the Nut Brown Ale. And this is the first time I'm drinking it. Brown water? Yeah, brown water. Bread water, more like. Growing a bovine is more expensive than growing a trout. You are for sure correct. Like the Sam Adams Wicked Hazy. Let me guess, it's an IPA. Reminds me, Defog, I have a whole bunch of IPAs in... they're in my parents' fridge. But you need to come get them. Like, you left them last time. I found the Sea Treader's Path yet. Yeah, I was down there. I grabbed a whole bunch of rubies while I was down there. Is that where I need to go? Is that a not-so-subtle hint that I need to go back? I'll drink them all when I visit next. Alright. Making alcohol is honestly pretty easy. Mead and kvass being mega easy. The Mead subreddit just makes it look so hard. Just asking those leviathans dig up a ton of lithium. Yeah, you're right. Didn't think about that. I just know there's a ton of lithium in this cave, which is why I came over here. Anyone have a spare liver? I don't. I don't think I can spare my liver for you. Especially not since you'll probably just ruin that one too. I'll trade with you for your small intestine. Hold on, no, I didn't. I didn't sign up for my chat to be an organ auction. Subreddits make everything look hard, you right. Especially when they go so all out on things. Like, using the Mead subreddit as an example, everybody's like, oh, well, I put this in and that, and I use only the finest of local honeys. r/coffee, agreed. I do like, there's a subreddit, r/coffee stations, which makes me feel inferior, because my coffee station is not very nice. The organ harvesting subreddit isn't so bad. What? I didn't sign up for this, y'all.
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Matcha tea people are like, whisk in a cup, then pour another cup. I just use one cup and a fork. Hey, whatever works. Do I still have the ick? Yes, I don't know how to get rid of the ick. I thought the disease research plant was gonna, or the disease research facility was gonna help me, and it did not. Our puppy's going insane. Uh-oh, what's she doing? Looking for kidney, trade for right testicle. Is it, in theory, is it possible to discern which is which if you were handed a single testicle? You eat a lot of lithium, at least your mood will be stable. But dude, you got mega alien Rona oil? Yeah, man. By the polars. You can tell which is which? That's a thing? I can't tell if you're just screwing with me. Can someone else verify? I don't trust Defog. He's tearing you up. She's scratching. Oh, get out of here. Smell it, they smell different. Very slightly. Chat is something tonight. Chat, sure. We're talking about cook them, they taste different. Why are we talking about cooking testicles? I'm so confused. I mean, yes, I know I asked. I'm gonna make the same smell joke. Is it just the nut or something attaching organs to... What? Am I in the wrong place? So grossed out. Rocky Mountain oysters. KPM with you, I have no idea what's going on. Less gross, I'm making a tofu thing tomorrow. What tofu thing are you making? $2 a pound at my food? $2 like for tofu per pound? KP and I went to this, we went to Food Max, actually. There's apparently a Food Max in town. And they had a big ol', like, I mean, massive container. It was probably yay big, but it was like a 5-pound block of tofu. It was awesome. I don't know how I would press that, but man. Ginger and starching for a light oil fry. That does sound tasty. I've got so many tofu recipes I want to try, and KP just won't eat it with me. It's a texture thing, so I don't blame her, but... I'm like, oh, but I could make, like, orange tofu or sesame tofu, or... I found a recipe for, like, fried tofu nuggets, or yeah, there you go. I haven't bought any in a while because the place that makes it, or at least the place that makes my favorite kind of tofu, is shut down for pandemic. And I mean, they shut down like 2 months ago. For the first time. And I'm very confused because we've been in pandemic, quote unquote pandemic, for like a year and a half now or something, right? Almost. A year. I just thought it was interesting that within the last 60 days or so, Can only take out so many mortgages. Found out that it needs to be pressed to dry, then sliced thin. Then I'm going to use olive oil. Olive oil. Are you gonna shallow fry it? Why did I come back here? Could be raw material sourcing and production issues. It could be. It very well could be, because they also use local soybeans. But I found out that I actually found a recipe, quote unquote recipe, for making your own tofu, and it doesn't look that difficult. The supply chain is still not the best. Yeah, it's just weird that right now things are not. Be sure to air your tank up. Yep, I was working on it. I'm just trying to get stuff out of the way. So I can. Like that. Tofu is just a good amount of water and bean. I explained it to KP when she was asking me what it is. And I described it as it's if you were making cheese from milk, but instead of using like milk, you used water and soybeans. Then soy milk is the whey, and then tofu is the curd. Save. Defog, that might be the only good save you've had so far. Tastes like a sponge to me. It's supposed to taste like a sponge. You're supposed to use it to soak up flavors. Be sure to take a fully charged glide and both those tanks. Plus take an ion cube or two if you have them. Okay. Barbecue sauce on tofu hits. I have fast enough. I think I have a couple of batteries, so I should be good. I can go grab some ion cubes. What the heck? 1, 4. And any tablets. Okay. I have several of both of those, I think. This locker. I have 1 tablet. 4 ion cubes. Unrelated. I can taste the sweet micro arsenic in rice. Interesting. Chaos, have you ever tried seitan or tempeh? Alright, fast enough. Where am I going? Be sure to take a couple waters and be full on food bar. I have 2 waters, 3 waters, and a nutrient block. How do I spell that? How do I spell which one? Seitan? S-E-I-T-A-N. Or tempeh. T-E-M-P-E-H. Don't forget to save when you get there. Okay. I won't. Go to large opening for Lost River. Tempeh super good. I don't remember. Oh, I need to go to the blood kelp, don't I? Heck. Do I have the moth? I do have the moth. It's not gonna help me. I'm not going the... Nope, I think I am. Southwest, I think, is the direction I need to go. Not blood kelp. Not blood kelp. Life pod 5. Go life pod 5, and then direct west from there, right? Oh, heck, I don't have a signal from life pod 5. Satan is mostly gluten, so no tempeh, but looks neat. Yeah, and you can make it with chickpeas or with chickpea flour as well. And the internet calls that chickweed. Where is 12? 12 is back that way. Northeast. Yeah, seitan is basically just bread with mostly gluten. That's it? Go to 12. Okay. And I'll swing wide. I've been wanting to make chickweed, but I don't have a food processor with a dough blade or a stand mixer with dough hooks. I did finally get a steamer pot set, which was really nice. If you get chickpeas. I've been buying dried chickpeas and soaking them myself, and it's worked out pretty well. I may have actually made my own aquafaba. I didn't actually use it, but I soaked my chickpeas long enough that I think I could have used it. Though I could be wrong. I don't know. The pod past the mushrooms by the Aurora, I think it's 12. I'm having a memory problem. Yeah, that looks like it's by the Aurora to me. Chaos, if you really want to, look up chickweed shreds. My best cooking tool is a rice cooker. I'm making a lot of rice. There's a recipe for chickweed shreds out there, and it looks like rotisserie chicken. And you use it like rotisserie chicken. Come here. Come here. Hi. Are you actually here to stay this time? Are you actually here to stay this time? It is puppy time. It is puppy time. This sweet girl starts training on Thursday. She's got to learn her manners. She's got to learn to be nice. She has not been nice to other dogs. Any dog we've seen or run into, with the exception of my parents' dogs, she will bark at them and she'll like shout, like scream at them. Hey, don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. BTF, that's amazing. I'm mostly consuming legit chicken though. Hey, you're not gonna have a repeat of last time where you pulled my phone off the table. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Save. Reaper nearby. Saving. I'll cut the engine and I will start silent running. Oh, you are gonna take my headphones with you if you jump. Managed to get a hold of Nori recently. Might make some posts when I make something. I always have to clip puppy time. It would be nice to get a puppy camera, but that means she'd have to sit still long enough to do puppy cam. That's seaweed? Yes, nori is seaweed. I think nori is the seaweed you use for sushi, right? And sashimi? Do you use seaweed for sashimi? I could be wrong. Big sheets, yes. There's a couple places out here that sell nori. If Chaos still lives, sushi weed, not sashimi. Gotcha. If Chaos still lives where where I think he lives, that might be a feat in and of itself to find nori. Oh, bulb zone. Not blood kelp, bulb zone. Sashimi is just the fish. On top of rice, right? What the world? To live in an area where finding $2 tofu shocked me. Fair enough. Finding tofu, period? Yeah. Where I live, there's a neat little food co-op, which is super fun. One of my favorite stores to go into. They're kind of expensive, but it's a food co-op, and they don't really have everything that I need when I'm like grocery shopping. But I will go in there to buy my bulk, like chickpeas and rice and oats and stuff. Oh, sashimi is just raw fish. So what's the one that's like the long rice ball with the fish draped across the top? All right, fast enough. I am directly over top of pod 12. Sushi is the rice ball and fish. Rock's jelly donuts. So then what do we call like sushi rolls? A sushi, it's just a roll? Okay. Just a sushi roll. Okay. Go down and 300 meters forward to the drop-off. Ooh, excuse me. Due north. It is. California roll is when you reverse the rice and nori. California roll has the rice on the outside, and sushi roll has the rice on the inside. Yes? Or other way around? Yes, I'm right. Okay, cool. Man, I had no idea. None. I'm guessing this is it. Guessing this is where I want to go. I've already eaten dinner and I'm hungry again. Sushi sounds so good right now. Found out that goose tastes suspiciously like beef. That's a little unsettling. Duck, on the other hand, I've heard duck is really greasy. I can't say I've ever eaten duck, but I'm not sure I want to. I have eaten bear, though. That was interesting. I made Guinness bear stew. And let me tell you, that bear meat tore me up the same way that beef does. I was watching, prior to making that stew, actually, when you get to the baby ghost, that's where you go down again. Bear is so gamey. You know, it's interesting you say that, because I was watching Binging with Babish prior to making that stew. And he said something about it being super fatty. Somehow less sick from bear than beef. Save, please. Okay, I'll save. When I get to the baby ghost. What baby ghost? Technically, we aren't supposed to eat bear. Well, I'm sure. Some sort of parasite? Oh. Oh, is that the baby ghost you're talking about? Go left here? Oh, go down here. Please leave me alone. It's just pushing me down. Do I need to go down off that there? Or is it... Oh, there's a down here. Oh. It was a big thing on our food safety exam. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. How deep are we? 1,000 meters down, a whole kilometer. Go all the way down and follow the river. Slowly. Follow that river? Ooh. Oh my. I might have to get out and repair the Cyclops. Beep beep. Say no to lab-grown beef, say yes to lab-grown bear. Did I already talk about the one restaurant in like Indonesia that's selling lab-grown chicken? Lab-grown lab. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out here. It looks like we're not being attacked right now, and I need to go repair the ship. A few streams ago I did, okay. I thought I had. Can lab-grown chicken be eaten undercooked, or are they growing the salmonella as well? They probably aren't growing the salmonella. I imagine lab-grown chicken doesn't carry the same risk of salmonella that lab-grown bear-grown fish. There are lava larvae that attach the ship and drain the battery, like this guy. Heck off. Get off my ship! Get away from my ship! You get to the end of the corridor, please stop. Noted. So we'll save here. Try to get lower. Going as low as I can. I'm not going to be able to clear that, so I'm going to have to come back up in a second. Is there a thing up there that won't come down here? Okay, stop. Consume larva, reject homeowners association, grow corn in front yard, grow corn, grub larva, repeat. Interesting. I do remember that post about growing corn in their front yard. In place of like a privacy hedge or something. Use the glide to check out what's ahead and come back. Okay. Then I will cut the engine. Silent running. Leave for 10 minutes and we've gone to Mustafar. You are my brother, Anakin! High ground at Grummel, welcome back. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Bones? I don't know if I can scan those bones. I've already scanned bones. I think it'll only let me scan once. Do I need to go down here? You're supposed to destroy the dark side, not join it. Oh man. We've become prequel memes. Is this the right place? This is a huge room with the lava castle in the middle. Oh, nope, can't go over here. That's too hot. Hot damn. Don't go down yet. Ooh. Crystalline sulfur. A diamond? Nickel? Oh. Oh, nickel. That's what we were at. That's what we were at the Lost River for. Okay, do I need to keep going past this Reaper? Reaper Scaly Man?
Integrating new PDA data.
Sorry for all y'all, but I'm finally here. Welcome, Marlon. Good to see you. It's got the ick too. Yeah, it does. There's a lot of stuff out here that has the ick. The lava castle. T-Myth doesn't have the high ground. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to go back to the Cyclops before long. I don't know where this lava castle is. Fast Enough keeps telling me about places, and I'm like, man, I don't know where I'm going. I barely made it here. Easiest way to go...
30 seconds.
Easiest way to get there is to go to the end of that corridor and directly across the room. Okay, so let me go get back on the ship. Man, I was far away. Whoa! Is that why the ship is parked so low?
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Lava larva on the front. Kill that. Might attack the sub. Ah. Please don't. Okay. Said go to the end of this room. To the left or to the right? Or straight ahead? That thing is horrifying. Oh, this is the castle. Circling away from the door. Maybe save. Alright. Save in just a second. Don't suppose you want to scan the big guy. I mean, I can. That might not be a good idea. Door is midway up. Oh, hey, here we go.
And a massive energy signature. Reading originates within the natural structure at the center of this chamber.
Dope.
The volcanic rock, which has formed in this area, can be carbon dated to between 800
Kyanite?
and
Good.
3,000 Earth years ago.
I needed that. Need this crystalline sulfur. Part of the game where you must play Tetris against. Aha! Borg cube? It does look very Borg. Oh, please tell me. Air! Cube. Turn off that force field. Resistance is futile. Ooh! A blue tablet. Hmm.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh my gosh, that is a big ion cube.
Come here to me.
Who are you? Save soon? Saving now. Blue, my favorite tablet. I'd rather not come to you, Space Thought. Where does this take us? Just willy-nilly jumping through portals. Let's go! Who needs safety? "91 meters? Oh, we went up. The ghost of Ick passed. Oh, is this the enforcement platform? Yo, we're on the enforcement platform now. Oh, okay, cool. Best case scenario, you die. Worst case, you grow a 5th leg. Could be worse. If the worst case is that isn't that bad, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take my chances. She wants to sell you alien bathwater. Pass. Alright, we go deeper. Further into the thermal plant. Do we have to burn away the ick? Oh, is this the other one? Is that all I get here? Is the blue tablet? Go downstairs. There's a downstairs. Aha! C. Download the data. Fossil data.
Integrating new PDA data.
That's fun. A purple tablet. What was the other ingredient for the purple tablets? I know Ion Cube is one of them. Metroroids, more of down ramps. Ah! Ha, ha, ha. I get it. Primary containment facility?
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay.
Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system. At depth 1.4 kilometers.
Synthesizing ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank. Wait, what did I just get a blueprint for?
Synthesizing ion power blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
Smooth and cold. With a blue light which illuminates an alien symbol resembling an uppercase H, while it is likely these devices served as in part as security clearance for whoever constructed them, their size suggests some additional purpose, such as personal computers. Cool. Codes and clues. Primary containment facility. Constructed within a natural chasm connected to this cave network, south-southeast area of volcanic activity. Ion batteries give you 500 versus 100 on a regular battery? Holy crap! That's incredible! I'm gonna have to build a ton of those. Be sure to save, collect the kyanite on your way back out, air your tanks up too. I only used one getting in here, so we're gonna be good. We're gonna be okay. Oh yeah, we looked this guy up. He's apparently a fairly famous, I guess, Portuguese. What it looks like to me, Portuguese or Italian maybe. YouTuber. He was right. Bart Torgal was right. There's always the view. Oceania. Portuguese, okay. Yeah, we looked him up last time. He's got like 374,000 subscribers or something crazy. And now I remember I mentioned I was going to message him, but I don't speak Portuguese, so... It's confusing getting out. I had a tool that was going to help me get out. I don't know if I still have it. Do I want to go to the primary containment facility while I'm here? That sounds like it could be either really good or really bad. You're growing a mint plant? I've wanted to do that for so long and I just haven't. Mint plants are the best. We had mint. We had so much peppermint growing in our yard at the last place my parents and I lived. We had both kinds of peppermint. And I didn't know it until it was too late. I'll need more tablets down there. I'm using a lot of spearmint, so we got a plant. I infuse it into water and blend it into teas. Ooh. Interesting. Made it out. Mint rice slaps. Interesting. Do you just eat it by itself, or do you, like, use it as a side for something? So I'm guessing primary containment is down there. You eat it straight. Gotcha. Might have to try it. Use it with rosemary chicken. I'm learning so much. Nice work, I'm proud. Check for pests. Good call. I will go ahead and check power cells. I have 3 empty power cells, 4, 5, 6 empty power cells. Probably because my grandma's recipe for you. Awesome, that would be nice. All right, on Defog's request, I will check for pests. Okay. I think I need to turn on the engine, right? No, I'm straight up out of power. Alright, well, this is gonna have to be enough to get us home. Let's do it. Saved, right? Going the wrong direction. Okay. Now I can turn around. Ooh. Okay. That should be enough. I gotta hop out, I gotta repair, and then I will read all of the messages on the return trip. Made salmon yesterday, dunked the water gremlin in ginger. You call salmon water gremlins? What a weird... Stop sucking on my power. Heck out of here. You're the reason I can't make it home. Wouldn't a water gremlin be a catfish? Interesting take. Oh, it's on top of me. The real water gremlin is unagi. No, wait, flounder. We can't decide what a water gremlin is. Dark chocolate ginger. Got some spicy chili crisp a while back and got addicted to it. Interesting. Reggie is the water gremlin. Oh, man. Bringing it back. Bringing it full circle. I keep trying to let Reggie live his life peacefully. Unagi's a good pick for it. Reggie is lower than a gremlin. Oh man, poor Reggie. He's a water imp. Reggie is channel mascot. Unfortunately, I think he is. I really wanted the Bogwins from Owlboy to be the mascot, but it seems like Reggie is turning out to be more iconic. Hashtag Team Reggie. There is a very strong anti-Reggie camp. Fast enough. Are you sure you want? Are you sure you want to be on that side? Cora should be the mascot? I'm down for Cora to be the mascot. I think a little gif of Cora running for my follower notification or subscriber notification would be super adorable. I'm gonna make a Reggie diss track? Oh man. If y'all aren't already in enough Discord servers, y'all can join mine. If you type !Discord in the chat, should toss you a link. And if y'all aren't already there, you can join in. What did Reggie ever do wrong? I don't know what Reggie did wrong. But for whatever reason, Marlon especially seems to hate Reggie. Ooh, excuse me. Reggie is baby. I just don't trust him. He's hoarding all the calories to himself. We've eaten our fair share of Reginalds. We can keep one alive as our crewmate. Yeah, Marlon really just does not trust him. Marlon is convinced that he will skin me and wear me as a suit, and then commit intergalactic crimes of unimaginable proportions. A fish with a human name? That shit's sus. No Among Us. You stole that, didn't you? You stole that line. Ooh, I gotta pull way up. Someone else said it? Quick, someone Google it. Is Reginald in Subnautica Below Zero? Once I get off this planet, we're playing Below Zero, and I want to know if we can find Reggie. God, I hope so. Let's see if we can find him again. Reggie wants one thing: chaos, mayhem, pain, suffering, riches, and hoes. He will burn half the galaxy down just for a crumb of calorie-dense human. Are humans calorie-dense? I guess it depends on how much body fat you have, right? Same planet, so I think they're good odds. Ooh-hoo-hoo. That's a lot more than one thing. I was thinking the same thing, I just wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna be that guy. For a brief period early on in development, the name for Reginald was Mohawk Fish. Yes, I did see that. I tooled around on the wiki for a little bit. Oh, that poor spadefish. I wasn't paying any attention. We just clobbered him. Ooh, man. Do y'all realize how expensive card games and board games get? Like, if it's not made by Hasbro, it's insanely expensive. KP has a friend coming over, and she mentioned that she wanted to pick up some board games to play. And I thought that sounded like fun. I've always wanted to be one of those people that has the shelf with the super fun, super cool looking board games on it. But man, they're like $40 at least. And that's just for a card game. Like I found a game on Board Game Geek called Everdell, which is a little city builder with like cute animals and stuff, cute forest animals. And that game is $60 on Amazon, and that's the collector's edition is $100. The board game shelf takes time to collect. It has to. Watch him blow up the big sub by ramming fish. I blew up the first Seamoth by ramming fish. I don't know if y'all remember that. And there's the mobile vehicle bay. Just get into 40k minis, plastic crack. Yeah, 40k or D&D, or there's other ones. There's a lot of other ones. Yu-Gi-Oh! Destroyed my wallet and gave me incurable collector's brain. AP walked into Clicky Clacky My Dice Go Crack. I would get into the minis, but they refused to make minis of interesting IG regiments. KP walked into my office one afternoon, and I was watching I Am Wildcat open Pokemon cards, and I was like, this is what my life has come to. I'm watching some random dude in Tennessee open Pokemon cards. Me and 7,500 other people are watching this random guy in Tennessee open Pokemon cards. Electronics. Make an ion battery. Awesome. And then an ion power cell. Me watching critical Yu-Gi-Oh card openings. Are Yu-Gi-Oh cards as big as Pokemon cards are now? Personal. Make an equipment? Oh, I can make a blue tablet. No, they're not. Okay. COVID Entertain is just Norsk slow TV with commentary. Alright, fast enough. Take your time. I just think they're neat. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Wow, score! This is an Aspen. Love that video. Got my holographic Dark Celebi card somewhere. I don't think it gained value, but it's still my most precious card. I have to go find mine. They're in my parents' basement somewhere. Still mad about that kid that stole my first edition Zapdos. Oh no. So sorry. King David. Dang. Why are kids named David Dix? I don't have it. David diss track when? Then who does, David? Yeah. I know how that goes. I'm gonna need another, I'm gonna need another locker. Or a wall storage unit or something. For some marble melons. Toss that marble melon in there. We're doing alright on power right now. I needed kyanite for the Cyclops depth module. But I think we're gonna start building the rocket instead. Let me go read. Oh, right. Blue tablet. And then the power cells. Beth told me to tell you hi. Oh, hi, Beth. Why is there so much Amazonite? What does that mean? I mean Amazonite. Warning, may be contagious. Avoid, do not under any circumstances consume the flesh of anything infected with the bacteria. Fitbit just told me to go to bed. You go to bed! Amazonite, it's how you make Wonder Women. Okay. I buy it. I'm annoyed because the purple obsidian grew legs. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about your rocks? Put Disaronno in my sweet tea and it slaps. I bet. Amazonite is a blue-green rock. Noted. Do you have any Fordite? That would be fun. My new favorite drink, I bought a whole bottle the other day and it's almost gone. Yikes, you might want to savor that. Actually, if you really want, I don't have the recipe on hand, but you can make something similar with vodka and brown sugar and almond extract. And it's super easy. Please get that recipe. All right. I will get you that recipe. I make it fairly frequently because one of my younger brother's friends is a fiend for amaretto. This Amaretto is one of the few alcohol I can drink straight and enjoy. Life is short, drink it faster. Only amaretto I can apparently drink. Girl Net knows how to live life. Gin and tonics for now, though, then beer. I've been saying... I used to say life is too short to wear boring socks, but then I had to amend it to include life is too short to drink bad coffee, drink bad beer, or wear boring socks. Heard. Yeah. Socks, man, I don't know what it is about socks, but I've got socks with, expand the list. All right. I've got socks with monkeys on them. I've got socks with avocados. I've got socks with flamingos. I want that on a t-shirt. My mom got me some Christmas socks. She did gnomes for Christmas, so I have a pair of socks with gnomes on them. I'm trying to think what else I've got. I've got socks with moose on them and with bumblebees. Why do you carry 2 knives? Am I carrying 2 knives? No, I just have the one. Everything on the hotbar is still in the inventory. It's stupid. I hate it. But everything, like, I could... Well, I can't just toss it out, but... This is the blade in the hotbar. I do, however, somehow have a second thermoblade. I don't know where it came from. I logged in and opened up my inventory and there were 2, and I don't know why. Himbo thermoblade? I would. I totally would, but I can't. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of titanium. I'm about to start building the Neptune rocket. think I finished off my tea. Finished off my tea and my beer, so now it's time to hydrate. Hydrate. Sit up straight. Cracking a cold one. What you cracking? Your cousin Fran Bostan. What does that mean? Wicked Hazy Sam Adams. The same thing you were already drinking. Did you know Brita puts flavoring in their filters? No, I didn't. To make you think, well, I guess it would make it taste better, but interesting. No, I didn't know that. That's kind of... Zero water is better. I have looked into zero water, and I'm not sure if it's... I don't know. I it might be worth it, but... I'm gonna replace mine with a zero water when I move out because of the flavoring. I guess I might have to. Mine is old and needs to be replaced anyway. I guess I could keep using it, but the timer on it, come on, under a Billy light. The timer on mine that says, hey, you need to replace the filter. Anytime I replace the filter, I hold the reset button and it just like immediately is like, hey, replace the filter, it's done. Won't be able to call it the consolation prize anymore? No, you won't. Maybe it's time to get the consolation prize out of your life, though. Fairness, I haven't used it in like a year because my parents have a filter in the fridge already. That's fair. Well, KP and I both have one. And we will fill both of them up and use both of them. There's a lot of things KP and I have two of. And there's a lot of things KP and I have a whole lot of. We've got a lot of cooking utensils. Got a lot of spatulas and stuff. Defog says, check phone. Did you take that earlier? It's definitely not that light outside. It'd be sick if Britas could combine like Gurren Lagann. Look, man, they just gotta have fighting spirit. If they had fighting spirit, then this wouldn't be a problem. You took it yesterday? I thought so. Because it's definitely 9:10, and Defog just sent me this picture. It's just a picture of the beer he's drinking. Nothing else, just the beer he's drinking. It's artsy. Yeah, you do got some sun rays. I'll give you that. It was golden hour. Let's see what we need. We need a plasteel ingot, we need copper wire, and a lubricant. Alright. A lubricant is easy, it's just one of these. Plasteel is... copper... no, not a copper. A titanium ingot and a lithium? Am I gonna escape? I am planning to escape eventually. I imagine I have to shut down the quarantine enforcement platform before I can escape, because that shit's gonna shoot me out of the sky. Just like it shot the Sunbeam out of the sky. Gmod World War I RP stream when? Rest in peace, World War I. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Only might be. A lubricant. The Uberminge. Terrible game in hindsight. You know, it could have been good. It could have been good, and somehow we let the wrong people be in charge of it. Need a lithium, I think? 2 lithium? I don't remember what I need for the plasteel. 2 lithium. Alright, let me see. Need copper ore. Apparently there's just some lying around. Somewhere out there. It's supposed to be in range. I honestly don't... Marlon, you saying that, I honestly don't trust anything Gmod. Especially not, you know, since I'm playing games on Twitch. Since I am responsible for anything that gets said on my stream, I don't trust anybody on Gmod not to say something awful. Gmod is literally a Nazi breeding ground. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't trust. Gmod is great with a private server. It would be interesting to try to get... It is rough public, yes. It is very rough. Marlon and I spent years playing on public servers, and... yeah, we did try our best to keep World War I tame. It was well out of our hands, though. I don't know if I have enough people to do like a legitimate like a good size private server on Gary's mod. Those small gaming communities get really racist and it's sad. Yeah, typically we just rig up a server if possible and just invite friends I know. Pixel says, hi, Chaos. The only reason it was is because I was the only actual history major could shut down Wereaboos. Oh man, there was... I would play more social deduction games. Oh man, I forgot to construct the copper wire. More social deduction games or you know, what have you. I feel like, told this Stan in the past. I feel like friends and I start to take things personally. Especially when, like, if you're innocent and someone just starts hard accusing you of doing something and you're like, I didn't, and then it gets nasty. And things start to feel personal. Like, I could watch videos, I do watch videos of people playing Among Us, and I'm like, man, I would not be able to play with these people. Or like watching people play Traitor in Terrorist Town. Couldn't do it. Can't do social deduction. Too much gaslighting. Yeah, there's a lot of gaslighting. Gaslighting your friend's simulator. Just like Among Us, I've been doing almost co-op. If you play with friends, you know them, it's easy to deduce. A plasteel 3 nickel, 2 aerogel, and a wiring kit? Oh my gosh. Barrow's social deduction isn't terrible. Ugh, gotta go get more nickel. Aerogel's gonna be easy. The wiring kit might be a little more difficult because I have to go find the silver and I don't have any yet. Plasteel is gonna be super easy. Nickel ore I have to go back to the Lost River for. I don't think I got any messages on the radio. If not, we need to grab that. Alright, so change of plans. Base pieces, I compartment. Base pieces, multi-purpose room? Need 2 titanium. Question. How bad are reactor meltdowns? Flash, can a reactor melt down? Save and find out. Had an idea for FIFA stream so I can stream shitty soccer and keep FIFA Twitch away. Reactors don't melt down. Awesome. A reactor melts down when it gets warm, just like ice cream. I will keep that in mind. I won't let my reactor get warm. Turn it into a drinking game? Oh no. Man, this Reginald is never gonna get 8. I just need 4 metal salvage, or 1 metal salvage. That gives me 4 titanium. Give the reactor a sippy cup to stay cool. Good idea. Any preference on what we put in the sippy cup? Stop the reactor from getting heat. Syncope? Syncope? Hard drugs, those make you cool, I hear. Well, I don't endorse that. Just heat exhaustion. For all the cool kids doing it, Grummel. I wouldn't actually know, Grummel says, as not a cool kid. Oh, we make so many pressure-related jokes with this ocean. I think I did. I did once. I made a joke about the sea moth cracking under pressure or something. Not only am I not cool, but I also know very few druggies. We did it! We looped! I have 55 total strength. I could build so many rooms. I could build so many rooms! Interior modules. Ooh! Okay, do I want to build a bioreactor? No. No, I don't. I want to build the nuclear reactor. But I also want to build alien containment, because we need to start hatching some of these eggs we've collected. So, let's grab another multi-purpose room. And I need 6 more titanium. Hey, what's the limit on legs? Because I seem to be spawning a lot of legs. Loop. Knew a coke head? What? This dude. I watched someone playing Loop Hero the other day. Had no idea what that was about. Seems alright. Be surprised how common coke is? I guess I would be. I know nothing. Legs are legs, I'm helping. Thanks. I like Diet Coke, but that's my limit. Thanks, guys. Keep it PG. Actually, we're probably at about PG-13, right? I knew a drug dealer in high school. He brought coke to the park with me once, so I stopped hanging out with him. I bet he thought you were a stick in the mud. Favorite veggies? Ooh, fun. That is a tough call. That is a really tough call. I thought we were switching to vegetables, guys. I like corn personally. Corn is a good one. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite, but I'm a fan of broccoli. And I guess cauliflower counts. Same kind of idea. Cauliflower is super versatile, though. You can do so much with it. As long as it's not lettuce. Fuck lettuce. Lettuce is garbage. I am with you 100% of the way, Grummel. I will die on that hill. Potatoes? Oh, potatoes. Ooh, that's a good one. Potatoes are super versatile, too. I'm allergic to lettuce. You're allergic to lettuce? How can you be allergic to lettuce? It's just crunchy water. The crunchy is the allergy? I'm so sorry. I need 5 glass. I have 1 glass. Need a lot of quartz. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have enough to build a titanium ingot. Now you can find the cuttlefish eggs and hatch them. Finish the bottle and you won't need a lid. True. I needed a plasteel ingot for the reactor, so can't eat at sandwich shops because they all universally obliterate me with lettuce. Just an avalanche of spinach. You can't just put spinach on that and think that's all I'm gonna order. I want like 5 other things. Game Grumps are legends. One slice of ham, 1 pound of spinach. Half a slice of cheese. Yeah, sounds like Subway. Didn't Game Grumps just get canceled? Did they? I haven't been paying attention. What did they do? What did they do to get canceled? Something about Dan and grooming? What? A lot of stuff, it's bad. Yikes. That's real unfortunate. Yeah, Achievement Hunter, Funhouse. Game Grumps, man. It's a huge bummer. Where's home? Here. Turns out there was probably a lot more with... Oh. That is a huge bummer. I read a comment once on Reddit that said that he probably would have been the victim had he not whipped it out in the office. Well, yeah, that did happen. Raul tweeted about it. Something like he never washes his hands. That's true. I don't know, I tried to stay out of that. It was just a huge mess and it was super depressing and I didn't want to get into it. I'm gonna have to build a reactor cell. An advanced? No. Electronics? Reactor rod. Uranite, lead, titanium, and glass. Yikes. I have uranite. I have a lead. Don't have any titanium yet. Reggie? No, I don't have any commands yet. Stop. I don't have any commands yet. I only have the Discord command. I'm a busy guy. I got a full-time job. This is my side gig, and I don't even make money from it. It's just for fun right now. Fancy pants job. It pays the bills. That's the important part. I think I could use one of those too. No battery? I know there's no battery. I also don't have any batteries in my inventory, so... Start our own gaming ensemble, but our controversy will just be T-Fog's upcoming coke problem. That's still not a good one to have. Took a nap earlier and woke up covered in sweat. I love the cola. Okay, so... To recap, we started off the stream by talking about cooking testicles. And now we're talking about coke problem. Another controversy is my potential arsenic poisoning from... It's over there. Okay. Okay. Changing the subject again. Controversy will be Marlin. Is he magic? KP and I made sticky sesame cauliflower for lunch this week. And it's really good, but it needs more sauce. The recipe called for rice flour, which I didn't have, so I just threw some rice in a blender. This stream has such a diverse range of topics. Who cares about the game? Yeah, that's the whole point. That's why we're here. The game is just background at this point.
Aquariums provide an ideal opportunity to study alien fauna up close. Select carefully which life.
Oh, I need 3 lead? Oh my gosh.
They may also be studied.
Researchers just found the rice cooking method for removing all the arsenic. It requires a pre-boil. Almond milk, get almond flour and whisk water into it. Alright, how many... Oh, let me go... over here. Turn that off. I don't need it right now. Let's go up to our life pod. Of course, the solution would kill me. Yeah. Let me grab those 2 flares. And then we'll be free of... Oh, and the pipe. Heck. I was gonna say we'll be free of... In medieval times, they couldn't drink milk during Lent, but they had almonds, so they ground almonds into a flour and mixed it with water to make a milk. You'd think the tides on this planet would be wild with that big moon. Yeah, you would think. How do I... Lent factoids. The double moon planet. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Gotta ride the tidal waves, broski. Hatch. What do you mean hatch? I'm trying. How do I open this thing? Is there a hatch on the ceiling? With my hands. Thank you, Defog. Hatch installation needed. Oh, I have to put a hatch on this thing. Use planter. Drink water, save. Okay, I can... How do I... Drink beer, don't save life, live on the edge. I'm so confused right now. I don't know how to use the alien containment unit. Just drop eggs, but you can plant things. How many eggs can I have in there? Because I'm going to toss all of my eggs in there. That's a blood oil. Creature egg, creature egg. Can't switch that one. Drink save, click beer, solder code, write hardware. feel like those need to be jumbled a little bit more. A lot. They each take a certain amount of time to hatch. Okay. I have read. Speaking of soldering, I gotta solder one more stair lift wire. I'm gonna go mad. I have read that you can hatch hostile fish, aliens, and they will still be they'll be passive. See which alien eats the other. A pair will breed. I did throw a pair in there. If I can get a pair of Reginalds, man, I could power this sucker forever. I was already on it, guys. Already on the Reggie train. Reggie power. They're like rocket power. Consume them for generations. What does a Reginald egg look like? I think that's what we have to do now. Reginald. Woogie woogie woogie. Passive in containment, but if you release them, they will be hostile? Really? I read that they'd be passive even when you release them. Or grab 2 Reggies and drop them in? That's genius! I can find them in the crash zone, in the Grand Reef, in the mountains. Grassy plateaus. Ah, the red. I need to grab a battery, though. Toss these guys over here. Grab that water bottle. I think I'm addicted to tea. Tea's good stuff. Alright, what am I doing? Fried Reggie sandwich only at Popeyes. Marlon, you missed it earlier. I was talking about the Verizon app manager on my phone sent me a Popeyes coupon. You don't have the battery charger, but you do have a submarine? I do have a battery charger. Right here. Why'd they have to make that water bottle filler sound so real? I'd be losing it if I had to piss. A good question. It's all about immersion. Oh, well, fine. All right. Okay. 2 crystalline sulfur and 2 aerogel. Don't think it's good that kelp can penetrate the hull. It's fine. Like that one episode of Jimmy Neutron when he's getting bullied and they just like shove his hair through the locker. He just like phases through the locker. Where do I get polyaniline? That would be super useful. That thermal reactor module? I wouldn't need to worry about the lava larvae. Like 3 gin and tonics in? Bruh. Slow down. Jimmy's hair is just connected to the Speed Force. I am no mortal man. Why can they breathe in outer space in Jimmy Neutron? They actually explained it in canon, in the movie. But Sheen gets in the way before you find out. Before Jimmy explains it. I think Carl asked. Saving. I don't remember why I got in here. Oh, I want my Seamoth. Breathing was made up by NASA. I think one of my favorites is the running was invented by Thomas Running when he tried to step twice at the same time. Sea Firefly, that's a good one. Firefly is a great show. I want it back. Grassy Plateaus. Oh no! Oh. 29 messages were deleted. MXM Rex says Turbo. What's going on, Rex? That was a fast spadefish. Wiped out everything. Super dumb. Maybe you shouldn't be spamming, idiot. Super dumb. Four gin and tonics? Bruh. Oh. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Come here. Come here. Haha, I got it. Your first Tuesday off in weeks. I feel like I need a long weekend. Do just have a stupidly high tolerance. I don't drink very often, so mine has gone down. Rex, are you trying to find the limit here? Need one more Reginald. Then we can go home. We can start breeding Reggies. Didn't drink for the entirety of January and some change in February. There he is. Ah, get here. Get him. Got him. I have a good resistance to alcohol, but I haven't consumed in months. So we aren't gonna clone Reggie. Get Nemo? I don't know if there is a Nemo. No more Reggie? Reggie Clone Wars. I'm getting very mixed signals about this whole Reggie thing. Reggie Clone Army. Do it. Never drink except on the rarest of occasions. Okay, this needs... what? An advanced wiring kit, which is 2 silver, a copper wire, and... no, 2 gold, and a computer chip. Who's Reggie? Reggie, so we've caught 2 fish. They're called Reginald. And the very first Reginald we found, we caught him, and he is now a member of our crew. This is Reggie. This right here is Reggie. If you want to go back and see it, there are VODs on my YouTube channel. If you want to see the discovery of Reggie and Reggie joining the crew. But there has been a little bit of a schism in chat over Reggie. There's an anti-Reggie camp and there's a pro-Reggie camp. And the anti-Reggie camp is very, very vocal. But originally I talked about cloning Reggie because Reginalds are very calorie dense, so they make a good food source. But Fast Enough was just telling us that we can breed. If you have a pair of fish in the alien containment unit, you can breed them. And so we are going to breed these Reginalds so we have food. Did I swim with the Reggie? Can swim with the Reggie. Defog, type out what symbol you're pressing, because I don't know what it's catching you on. Reggie will wear you as a skin suit and he will unleash a pox on all of your streams. Is it the numbers? Maybe. I didn't see what the message was. Yeah, that'll do it. So, okay. Rex has figured out that emotes don't count. I'll join Pro Reggie. Thanks, Rex. It's just the zeros. Let me go see. And I missed it. Thanks for following, Rex. Good to have you. Let's go see what the limit on symbols is. Because Defog keeps hitting the limit. You will be the first against the wall when the revolution comes. Cloudbot. Mod tools. Symbol protection. Preferences. I don't know why it wipes your history, but the default setting is a minimum of 5 before it starts to count, and a maximum of 50. And if more than 60% of your symbols, so I'm gonna up that. We're gonna say 20. Save setting. Okay, so now it shouldn't 10 million times the amount of symbols. Well, Defog, I just changed the setting. Oh, well, you did put commas there, so maybe. Anyway, you should be able to put 20 symbols in a row now, so do with that what you will. Please don't. The commas count probably? I don't know. Don't. Oh no! me go update. Hold on. I forgot something. There we go. I forgot to run stream labels, so there you go. Now you're on the board, Rex. Welcome to the crew. Got a bunch of eggs just lying around. Reggie's doing their business. Need some water. Reggie is a true Serb. Okay. Breathe kidneys and drink tea. I am very confused. Do I need scanner room upgrade? Testing my internet connection. Did you lose connection? Let's see, torpedoes, vortex torpedo, or gas torpedo. Can I... How do I get the gas pods? I imagine they come from the gasopod. Rejoisie. Do I watch Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer and Hunter x Hunter and Naruto? Oh my goodness. Gas pod. Yeah, for a gas torpedo. There's a gas pod. Down there at the right. Rex, to answer your question, I watched 2 seasons of Attack on Titan. I haven't seen Demon Slayer or Hunter x Hunter or Naruto. But I'm sure that there are several people in this chat that would be able to talk anime with you. There was some anime beef last stream. I think last stream? Joseph Marlin. Carl Marlin. Grum Mao. That's a good one. Oh man. Don't watch Shonen. Have I seen The Amazing World of Gumball? That's my favorite anime. Marl Marx. Oh man. King of the Hill by R. Come on! Hey, put that in there. Dang it. What are some other silly ones?
Vital signs stabilizing.
Richard and Mortimer. Ori Uebusa. Ori in the house. Crawfish egg, crashfish egg, and rabbit ray egg. Seinfeld is my anime. Oh no. What did we start? Look at these little crash fishes. Look at these little crash fishes. Look at him. Don't want more crash fish. Oh my gosh, they're big. All right. Fast enough. Moment of truth. We're setting the crash fish free. Let's see what it do. They aren't born full grown. So what, they won't explode? Can't catch it again. Okay, well I let one go, which is fine. They won't breed. Invasive species? I'm the invasive species here. Oh. Yeah. Crash fish only emerges from the thingy and explodes. They are crap fish anyhow. Bummer. Oh well. Planet need fugu. Whoops. Fucking anime stuff, I don't know. As I was looking into board games and card games, I remembered that I own Tabletop Simulator, so I installed it. Did I ever make a bed? I did at one point. I don't really have a room for it. I should probably make a bedroom though. But I installed Tabletop Simulator. And I can't get it to work on my computer. It just keeps telling me that it can't install, or it can't connect to Steam. Like, I can get the game started, fine. But I can't play anything because the game can't connect to Steam. It's super frustrating. Oh yeah, Pixel, you're in the right place now. I'm so lost. Okay. Fast enough. You said earlier that I need more tablets for Whoa. Currently running it on Proton may be better than native. Noted. Okay. I thought about that and I haven't tried it yet, so I will definitely give that a shot. Yeah, I knew you were talking about tabletop. Fast enough. You said I needed more tablets for the thermal plant, right? Should I make some now and head back? Or maybe 20 was too much? I should probably go in and see. Let me see if they have emote protection. Because I don't know if symbol protection covers emotes. Cloudbot? Symbol, caps, link, words, paragraph. Yes, emote protection. Yep. That guy on. Alrighty. There we go. Gotcha! You weren't fast enough. You'll need 2 tablets down in the deepest facility in the active lava zone. I haven't been there yet. As long as you're under 5, you're good. Okay, so I need 2 tablets for the active lava zone, which is the, that's the primary containment unit, right? It's just bought in the West. Tempted to get into streaming. What's the challenges I've had? Juggling it with real life. That's the biggest one. Had to find a good time that worked for me and KP. Something that was consistent. Something I could schedule. Defog is a challenge. I don't know. Finding viewers hasn't been exactly the hardest. I started off with friends, which is, you know, the easiest way to get going. And I had a pretty strong group. It's been rough, but it's worth it. I don't know, just doing it, really. If you start off, especially if you start off the way that I did it, which was back in August, I was like, I'm gonna stream. That sounds like fun. And then I started streaming, and I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I had a webcam, I had a microphone, I had a game. I was like, all right, let's go, let's play. And then I started playing, and I was like, man, it's hard. Like, especially if nobody's watching. If nobody's in chat talking, then things are really difficult to keep going. Especially if you're not prepared for it, which I definitely wasn't the first time. And it's very evident if you watch my first VOD on YouTube that I had no idea what I was doing. But then as I was getting back into it in February, I was watching some videos with tips and tricks to keep yourself talking, to, you know, come up with stuff to do, to, you know, plan the stream, basically, was the big tip. Plan the stream. Don't necessarily script it. Definitely don't script it, especially not if you're going to be playing for 3.5 hours like I do. But just, you know, take notes of things that happen during the week, things that you can talk about. Meanwhile, chat's going on about Reggie. Marl Marx and Grum Mao present the People's Republic of No Reggie. Will the bot ban you? I don't think the bot bans you. I think it just deletes your messages and warns you. I think it's up to people to ban you. Are you about to spam the bot again? He deleted all of your messages too. Streamlabs is brutal. I wonder if I can turn off delete history. We need a mascot that isn't Reggie. I recommend the Warper from the Anti-Reggie lobby. Or for the Anti-Reggie lobby. Mod tools. That was every global emote. Need 2 blue tablets down there, plus bring ion cubes. You'll need 5. May not have that many. I think I have that many. I don't have 2 blue tablets. I have 1. I've got to be on that bot's shit list. The Discord server. Oh, I can add quotes. You. Like me and Nightbot. Oh, I hatched a jelly ray. And I have 2 tablets. You have the blueprint. I do have the blueprint. I don't see anywhere in there. I don't remember what I was looking at. Oh, the delete history. I don't see anywhere to not delete history. Equipment. I need an ion cube and 2 kyanite. So I guess I can go ahead and grab 2 kyanite and make it. Since I have that. Said 5 ion cubes. It's not that one. This one. Oh yeah, I got 5 ion cubes. Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe next time we'll go down to the primary containment unit. At Myth Wizard. I need vehicle upgrades. Cyclops upgrades. The thermal reactor module. Where do I get polyaniline? Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi? Ooh, Wi-Fi. Wireless fidelity. So I guess it's Wi-Fi. That's what it stands for, right? Could be wrong. Could be very wrong. Oh, nope, it doesn't. Was never officially a shortened form of wireless fidelity. The Wi-Fi Alliance hired Interbrand to create a name that was a little catchier than IEEE 802.11b direct sequence. There you go. I can build a Cyclops fire suppressor. See, you don't even remember. You don't even remember it. That's what's wrong with it. IEEE 802.11b direct sequence. I need to memorize that that long name so I can ask for someone's IEEE direct sequence password. You totally should. Oh, it's a bone shark. Nice base, thank you. Built it myself. That one's not as good as when John Justin came and was like, "You've got a nice voice," and I was like, "Thanks, I grew it myself." I was so excited. Finally got to make that joke. Two aerogel. 2 crystalline sulfur. Myth check whispers. Just spamming me now. I need to get on the Cyclops. I have... Trying to circumvent Streamlabs. He is. He is. He's just spamming me now, though. Y'all can't see it. But that's definitely what he's doing. It worked? Yeah, it worked. I don't have a Streamlabs bot on my personal account. I have the Streamlabs bot on my chat. That was loud, whatever that was. Grummel, I'll whisper you too, okay? Is that a threat? He's threatening him? I'll whisper at you. Alright, so I guess we'll get nickel next time. And we'll build the boosters. I'm gonna have to pass. We'll build the rocket boosters next time, but we'll go down to primary containment. Whisper sweet nothings to you. Oh man. This chat is getting sensual now. Save. Thank you. I would have saved before I quit, but... Not going on anywhere right now. Chaos, I don't know if you're aware, but Dunkin' Donuts currently has a matcha donut, and it's okay. You'd probably like it better than I liked it. Like the French curler. They have what now? Yeah, they have a matcha donut. It's a glazed donut with matcha powder. Kind of weird. I think we're done with Subnautica for the night, but we're just gonna sit around and chat for a minute. Just want cinnamon sugar cake donuts, no matcha. Oh, no. That's a bummer. Want some fries right now? I'm down for fries. We got sweet potato fries in the freezer. Sweet potato fries with cinnamon honey butter. A1. How about we drive up to Myths? Oh, we about to drive up to Myths? I mean, I guess you could. I have work in the morning. You gotta go all in and get poutine. I do 7 a.m. sharp. Embrace your inner Canadian. Just take some fries, smother them in a heart-stopping amount of gravy, and just litter them with cheese curds. It's the good stuff. The good stuff. Does anybody here use cast iron at all? I've got a couple of cast iron skillets, one of which I bought, two of which I have inherited. I also inherited some cast iron cornbread pans, which is kind of fun. They're shaped like little ears of corn. I haven't used them yet. But my younger brother recently got into cast iron as well, and so my parents bought him a pair of skillets, and my dad's mom bought a Dutch oven, a cast iron Dutch oven, but she didn't use it for cooking. She used it as a flower pot. And she recently gave it to me. And I decided I was going to clean it up and give it to my brother for his birthday, because his birthday is on Sunday. And my parents are going to get him the lid for it. Salad Master cookware. What is Salad Master? It's 10:30. You can't be bringing up cheese curds to me like that, man. I want a snack so bad right now. I might go downstairs and get something when we're done here. That sounds like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force villain. Kinda. Salad Master. I'm on r/copy pasta and I'm honestly rolling. You would be on copy pasta. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We gotta read it. We gotta read it. We gotta do a silly voice. Marlon, you missed. Defog is on copy pasta, and I've decided I'm gonna read it in a silly voice. Great point. I cannot win this argument over your superior diplomatic skills. I was a fool to believe you were wrong in something that I, a mere fool, could be better at anything than your graceness. I truly apologize, my lord. I shall go sleep back into the sewers, where I shall rest my days living in shame from ever doubting you. That was awful. That made barely any sense. Hardly English. I shall go sleep back into the sewers? That's supposed to say slink? I feel like that's supposed to say slink. I prefer a good sea shanty. I would prefer sea shanties as well. I had My Mother Told Me stuck in my head for at least a week straight. Someone say shanties? Yes, we did say shanties. I feel like this game requires a little bit too much brain power for sea shanties. Oh no. Oh, it's happening. It requires too much brain power. Sea of Thieves, though, when we're just sitting on the ship. If we were rowing, it would be fine too, but not a whole lot of rowing in Sea of Thieves. Except if you're on the little boat. And the name of that stream? There we go. I'll take it. Behind the Curve. I was trying to think what I would do if I was playing games that had just come out or were recent. I was wondering if I'd make that ahead of the curve, because behind the curve, the point of behind the curve was to play games, older games that are sitting in my Steam library that I haven't played yet. So like the Batman Arkham games, those are on the list. Or Prey 2016, I think Marlon wants to do as well. Um, Marlon wants to do Prey. Marlon and I both wanted to do BioShock. But Marlon has played BioShock. I haven't yet. OpenTTD. I played OpenTTD once. Once in my life. And I played it. For a senior class project. It was my operating system's first lab. I got graded on playing that game because we were studying semaphores. And I'm sure Grummel and Chaos can tell you about it. I don't know if they did the same project, but they could definitely tell you that there were. What's a semaphore? Like a lock, basically, if I'm remembering correctly. We didn't play games, only pain. It was only pain from there on out, but yeah, signals, flags, rods, discs, paddles, semaphores. It's a train signal. Nachos. Yeah. No, no more trains. Yeah, semaphore is just a way to signal. The way to say, hey, I need this specific memory. Don't mess with it until I let go of it. Let's do OpenTTD, but in code. We could do. There is a MOBA written in Rust called Shot Caller, in which you play. I think you play like the coach, basically, of a MOBA team. OS just gave me imposter syndrome. Nah, Defog, I'm not gonna save. I already saved. I'll just go back to before. OS is literally just the Spanish Inquisition of CS. I feel like I was okay in operating systems. I didn't really. I felt like I was always okay with my abilities in computer science up until I went to graduate school. And I went into graduate school and I just felt dumb next to my classmates. And I mean, several of them already had master's degrees, so that I understood. But there was one of my classmates, one of the members of my cohort was a physics major, and he was programming GPUs, and I was like, that's cool. I can write a for loop in C. Had another kid, another classmate of mine was dissecting the JavaScript V8 engine. Like, I don't... What are you doing? Mods drunk post 5 emotes. Oh, it's my poster. Time you out for 50 minutes. 30. Oh boy. Maybe it's time to go to sleep. Time for everyone to go to sleep. Sleep is for mortals. I don't know. I'm mortal. I'll take it. I'll go to sleep. It's been fun, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all your help. Thank you, MXM Rex 10, for joining, for following. Hopefully you'll be back. We'll be back again on Wednesday. Don't know yet what I'll be playing. I'm hoping to get Modded Risk of Rain 2 with Grummel and a friend, Galactic X Dragon. She is on my recommended streamers. But until then, have a good night, everybody, and sleep well.